Hello guys, Moisture here, and today we're gonna be making a Demonology Warlock guide. So let's get to it. I'm gonna try to be fast as possible because I don't wanna make this video like a 20-minute video, but that's the thing, I have to explain every single talent, right? So that's the whole thing. Let's start with the left side first. So here, I'm gonna be playing Feldum. Why I'm playing Feldum? Because as Demo you need your Felguard out, you need your pet. So in case somebody kills my pet and I'm not able to heal it, then it's always good to have just in case. I'm not running Fel Pact because in reality I don't think we need it with Soulburn. I don't think you need to reduce the cooldown of your Feldum because I don't think your pet's gonna die with this Soulburn buff to your pet. It's like 140% more healing your pet and reduces damage taken by 30% for 10 seconds. So I don't think your pet is gonna die anymore. I don't think so. But yeah. Okay, so I'm playing Feldum because of that. No Fel Pact. I'm playing Demon Skin, of course. This is Beast. I'm playing Fel Armor. This is like baseline as well. More damage reduction. Leash. All these talents are make you tanky, right? So you need those. I'm playing the Curse talent. So it's always good to have this just because then you can spec into Amplify Curse. And you'll be like, why Amplify Curse? Well, Amplify Curse is like, I know it's a 30-second cooldown, but it's not as strong as Affliction, but you have to look at it this way. So when you see that the Affliction is gonna burst, you can like Amplify Curse, put Tongues on him. Or you see a Windwalker is about to like buff his images, he's like taking out his images with his Tiger, Swen Tiger, or whatever. You see that he's about to burst? Okay, Amplify Curse, boom, and you apply weakness on him. So the enemies on, he can crit on you. Same thing with like water, everybody, like it's like melee or have like crit type of thing. You can just use Amplify Curse. Oh, Mage, he's like, it's about to combustion. Boom, Curse of weakness on while he's combusting. That way he cannot crit on you, right? So this is why this talent is very important. You have to like look for the specific window when your enemy is about to burst, and then you can like counter go with that. Demonic Embrace give you HP. The more HP, the better it is. Keep in mind like HP for demo is very important because the more HP you have, the more your imps gonna have, like your pets in general, they're gonna have like more HP, your minions, and that basically the more HP they have, they're gonna buff your tyrant damage, right? So it's really always good to have this. uh this of course is really good. It gives you like more like speed damage for your pet by 5%. You want your full guard to do max damage. This is important. Same with Wrathful Minion. This is feeling a social increase the damage done by your pet. This is insane. You want your demo basically relies on pets, right? So you want your pets to do max damage, you pick this. Demonic Fortitude as well, give you and your pets more damage. That basically more direct pack absorb, and imp buff damage and whatever, everything is good. Because in reality all damage, like when it comes to like talents that give you more HP and your pets, I always pick those. Demonic Gateway, you need this for kiting, mobility, even in PvE people use this. Sweet Souls, this thing is really important because it buffs your souls, your health stone by 10%, and on top of that, when your partners are using them for themselves and you guys are like dealing with like a burst type of scenario that everybody's like going down, if they use it, you're gonna heal yourself as well. That basically help your healer. In reality, this talent is like insane. He's really good. So pick this. Here it becomes kind of like weird type of thing. So you can spec into this, in this talent here, Desperate Pact, but you don't have to. You actually don't have to. You can pick like another like talent here. You can go improve Amplify Curse talent. You can go here, or you can go with Banish, or you can go with Abyss Walker. This is just like a kind of like a, this build that I'm using is kind of like, so that way you can heal yourself with Drain Life. It's not as strong as Affliction, but you can still heal yourself a lot with it. So you can like kind of like, oh, your healer is CC, you don't have anything, you don't have like Hellstones, you don't have wall, you don't have anything, you can still like top yourself kinda with this. Why you can top yourself? Because uh under Dark Pack here you have Accurate Vitality, so when you drain, it basically puts you above that heals you for the amount that your drain is healing. Then on top of that you combine this with Soulburn, which is the last talent on the left side, but on the, you know, left side on the general talent tree, but on the right side here on the bottom here. That's what I'm trying to say. Because when you press this, it's only a 6-second cooldown. Soulburn basically give you a shield, and on top of that, vitality is like healing you. This basically is, this talent is like the most broken thing ever. So everybody needs to spec into Soulburn regardless, right? So that's why you can kind of like in 3 scenarios, 2v2 scenarios, dueling scenarios. Basically, you're gonna be healing yourself like crazy because, you know, you're not a healer, but now kind of everybody has a lot of like self healing. So there you go. You can play this build. It will help you depending what composition are you playing in 3v3. But I will say I will play it myself because a lot of people like to train Warlocks, especially you know, when they see a Demonology, they're like, okay, it's Demo, he's probably squishy, or we don't want him to do whatever he wants. Let's go tunnel the Demo or something. You can just like, your healer gets CC, you can heal yourself, no problem. So here in the middle, I play with reduce the cooldown of unending resolve, which is my wall. So I'm playing this to reduce the cooldown of it. It's really strong, it's really good. Or it's up to you, it's a personal preference thing. You can play with Strength of Will, which is gonna add additional 15% damage reduction on it, which is not bad it's not bad at all. It's up to you. But me myself, I'm going with the cooldown reduction of wall, just because arenas are gonna be weird, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. So yeah. Here we go with frequent donor, just to reduce the cooldown of Dark Pack. We're gonna have it every 45 seconds instead of 1 minute. This is insane. This talent is OP. You should pick this regardless. Underneath that, Fell Synergy. Basically, Soul Leech also heals you for 25%. Blah 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 blah. This is insane. This talent, you know, anything that it comes like Soul Leech, heals, or makes your pet absorption, this and that, pick those talents. But you know, even if you're not Demo, it's really good. It's insane the fact that you can be so tanky. So just take these talents and you will see later why. So here, this is like very important thing. So if you're playing Destro or you're playing Affliction, you don't play this talent because you play without a pet. But here is different. We play with a pet, right? So we want Grimo Synergy to be there for us as Demo. It gives you a lot of damage and it gives your pet a lot of damage as well, right? So you pick this talent regardless for Demo. This is like a base for Demo. Then underneath this, you can go with Green Fist, which is like the Drain of Life Lego in retail, the claw Lego in retail that makes your drain like super fast and you know, restore 30% faster your HP. This interacts with Accurate Vitality and interacts when you Soulburn and you cast like Drain of Life. So make sure you pick this because this is really good. This makes your drain like super fast channeling, and it's really good for duels. It's really good to survive on your own. If in 2v2 is really good as well. In 3s I would say is really good as well because you're gonna need it. In 3v3 there's a lot of CC, right? So you're gonna pick this talent. Here Souling 10% of all your damage taken by your demon pet instead. You know, basically this talent is insane. You need this 100%. Why? Because you always want your pet to take like more, you know, it's gonna like split. This is why your pet always gonna take some damage, but at the same time it doesn't really matter that much because you have Soulburn and you can help funnel your pet, and your pet is gonna take basically 30% less damage, and you're gonna heal him to full in like just seconds, like 2 seconds, or maybe you just like on a top. Then you play Profane Bargain. This is insane. Just like again, when you drop below 35%, you know, you can read the talent. It says right here, sure be at your souling is increased by additional 10%. Basically you're just a tank machine here. With all these good talent that you have, you're just like very tanky. Just pick those. So here is the other thing. You're gonna play Soul Conduit. I don't think as Demo you're like shard starving at all, but I don't think Teaching of the Black Harvest I don't think is really good. When you read the one from Demo, it only reduces the cooldown of Pursuit, which is like the Demo pet charge. It's like when it charges like often, but I don't think that's a problem. You don't need that at all. The only good talent that if you sacrifice Soul Conduit, you will be like 1 point here and then try to go for Demonic Resilience, but then you will have to sacrifice another point somewhere else in order to get like to Soul Burn. But I don't think your pet is gonna be in trouble because this makes your pet takes like 8% less damage, and I don't think your pet's gonna die. But we'll see later on with more changes going on. We'll see. Okay, on the right side, let's go with the important talents. Oh, this is baseline Dread Stalkers. You need this. Dreadlash is really OP. You need this as well for your doggies. Your Dread Stalkers. They charge, then you put that debuff on them that you're gonna do 10% more damage. And then this talent here, whatever it was, a conduit. It was like Fell Commando, I think, conduit. You pick this regardless. This is OP. You take, your Fell guy's gonna do 10% more damage and he takes less damage. So basically, this makes your pet even more tankier, right? This is good. From the shadows, you pick this talent all the time. Dread by cause the target to take 20% additional shadow flame damage. So basically, when you throw your Dread Stalkers, all the damage for like 12 seconds that you do, that is like shadow flame type of thing, is gonna do 20% more damage. So pick this. Demonic Strength. So this talent is a personal type of thing, I will say. Like into like cloth or leather type of things. I pick this. It's really good. It does a lot of damage to them. I tried the bombers. They don't do damage at all. This I don't know. Seems kinda cool and everything, but the fact that it costs you 2 soul shards and that doesn't do any damage, not a big fan. This thing so far does like insane amount of damage, so you'd rather pick this. And let me tell you why is good this talent. So you have your normal pet Bladestorm, the Fellstorm, which is right here, and then you have this one as well that is a mana cooldown. So when you play Fell Surrender, each time Fellstorm deals damage, it increases damage that target takes from your pets by 1%. It stacks to 5%. So Demonic Strength interacts with Fellstorm. It's like both of them counts as a Bladestorm. So you always gonna have that extra 5% damage to your enemy taken from pets. So it's good. So you can pick this, or you can go a little bit here on the left side here, and you can either play Bilefin. I don't like Bilefin because of soul chart. It has a cast timer, and the only good thing about Bilefin is that it doesn't do damage. It's just kind of like a thing to buff your Tyrant. I don't like it. I'd rather pick Soul Strike. Soul Strike comes in handy because sometimes can do like 30k hits. 30k hit for a 10-second cooldown ability that is give you a soul shard back. It's not bad. At the same time, it kills Siphons, it kills Totems. So this thing is good. And at the same time, there's a talent that it buffs Soul Strike more and makes like when you hit it, it clips 2 targets at the same time, or whatever's like near the area. It clips people. So this is good. So you can pick Soul Strike into like melees and stuff like that. It's up to you. Demon Ball, this is baseline. You need this because when you throw like your Demon Ball, you get like soul charge back, and with soul charge, of course, you do your damage basically. You throw your Dread Stalker, you need soul charge to like Grimoire Service and everything, and Hand of Gul'dans. So Demonic Knowledge, this is the baseline. This is Beast. You need this every time you Hand of Gul'dan, which is part of your main rotation. You're gonna like cast Hand of Gul'dan, and then you summon imps, and then with summoning imps and casting Dread Stalkers, you're gonna summon a big Tyrant, right? So that's how it works. So here's another. This is the build that I'm playing. I'm playing with Implosion. I've been testing. Implosion does kind of decent damage. You don't have to play it, but I think like it's really good. Sometimes as a finisher, it's really good. Like let's say you're doing damage and the target is low, but people have like a bunch of interrupts, and you're forced to cast, and you don't have anything else. you don't want to cast because you're gonna get interrupted, right? So you rather just implosion whatever you have outside, all your imps as a finisher, as a execute. So it's always good to have this. Um, Here, fail and steal. Basically, this makes your dread bite, which dread bite is like your dread stalker's biting, your doggy's bite. Make you then do 10% more damage, and your some doing 10% more damage, which is like your blade storm from your pet. So this is insane. This is good. You play carnivorous or stalkers, whatever the styling is called. I don't know. But yeah, your Dreadstalker have a 10% chance to trigger additional Dread Bite, so they have another chance to another trigger on Dread Bite. Your doggies do way too much damage with Dread Bites. So usually your doggies are your top damage now. So make sure you pick this styling, it's like insane. We go with Grimo of Felgar, it's an extra stun. Felgar pet does a lot of fucking damage. Just pick this, and this is at the same time it buff your Tyrant damage. So this is insane, pick this. Inner Demons. This is insanely good. Passively, you have like wall imps outside, they do damage, and it has a chance to summon some random demon to fight for you. All of these demons, they have HP, is good. That way, it buff your Tyrant even more, and it's really good just to have like those, always imps outside in order like for do that execute window in case you have to. They're passive, you don't have to worry about it. They're always gonna be there outside jumping around. So Dread Calling, this talent is like the most important thing ever for demo. I will say one of them, just because like every time you spend soul charge and handle cooldown and stuff like that, it give buff your Dread Stalkers like crazy. Like the more you just spend like your soul charge, it give you like 4% and it stacks to all the way to like 30%, I believe, is the max. So this is a lot of damage, but you don't, the fact is you don't have to wait for 30 stacks, you send it right away. You send this like right away. You don't hold your Dreadstalkers, you always want to send your Dreadstalkers on cooldown. Doom, I will say is really good. It's just a dot. You don't have to play with it if you don't like it, but I will say it's really good. If you don't play with Doom, let's say you don't play with Doom, then you can play with Bloodbound Imps. So you can have that chance to generate more demonic cores. But I think Doom is is underrated, but it's really good because when I play with Kazakh Final Curse, it makes my Doom hit for people for like 70, 60, 54k, and you can apply Doom to everybody, So I think it's really good with Kazakh's Final Curse because what it does is like Doom deals 5% damage for each demon pet you have active. What is demon? I mean, as demo, all the time you have pets outside, you have a bunch of pets, right? So the more pets you have outside, your Doom Curse is gonna do way more damage. That's why this talent is insane. So Imp Gang Boss, this talent is insane. Imp Gangs, they do a lot of fucking damage. It's just basically insane. You can implode those. And basically it buff your Tyrant as well. The more pets you have, it's always good to have just like passive pets damage going out there, Just pick this talent regardless. This talent is insane. Rip through the portal. This talent is insane, just because it has a not, it's 100% chance to summon additional Dreadstalkers. So basically, the bigger chance for you to have a Dread Bite comes with this talent. You're gonna have like basically three or four doggies outside, like just doing damage to people, and it has a bigger chance, to proc like your Dread Bites. Basically, it's another extra pet for free that buff your Tyrant. More damage for pet, it's just free. So here, Tyrant, of course you play Tyrant because your Tyrant is like good. I think Tyrant is gonna get buffed soon, so we'll wait and see. You play Soulbound Tyrant just because when you summon a Tyrant, you wanna have that extra 5 soul charge right away. This is important. This is beast. Here, it's up to you. I'll play with Reign of Tyranny. That basically kind of like buff my Tyrant. My biggest Tyrant so far in beta was like 45k a hit. So that's not bad, right? For a Tyrant, 45k is not bad. Or you can play with short Tyrant just to have it often and like make your pets like last longer, but I don't think it's needed. Here And torrent armaments, this talent is insane. This is why soul strike, you know, this like soul strike and this talent right here, they interact really well. Your third, and on top of that, it makes your Felgar do additional 20% more damage. And now Soul Strike deals 25% of his damage to nearby enemies. Nearby, sorry. So basically, this thing is gonna make, if you play Soul Strike, which you can, it's just gonna like, if people are like stacking and stuff, your Soul Strike is gonna like split damage on them. It's like more cleave damaging. On top of that, you send your doggies, they're gonna dread by and like do AoE damage. So the expendables, this selling is insane just because it's like when your imp dies or expires, you're gonna get a buff that stacks up to 10 times. It's like 1% damage. You'd be like, it's only 1%, yeah, but eventually you can keep up this buff all the time and it's 10% damage increase. This is insane. 10% damage increase just for free? Of course. Come, no problem. And the other big important talent is this one. Infernal Command. When your Felgar is active, your wild imps and dreadstalkers, they do 10% additional damage. So basically this build is like I'll call it the sub build. Why? Because all you have to do relies on your pets and imps and dreadstalkers and some, you know, have all your pets outside and just like do passive pet damage. And then if you have to send a execute, you have implosion. So I would say this build is really good. I did try it in arenas already, and I was like I can legit out damage an affliction lock if I can shut him down all game. With just like then you know as a PvP talent you can play. If you face a team that kills your Fed Obelisk, you can play Nether or you can play Precognition. But Master Summoner is you need this is baseline, and Calfer Hunter you need your kick. So when I play against Affliction lock, you just play Nether Portal or Nether Ward, and basically all you do, you reflect his dots, you interrupt him on shadow, then you pet kick him on shadow, and then you send your mortal coil into him, and then you send your other pet stun on him, and then you summon a tyrant, and then you know you have like a lot of like interrupt, and then you can like put amplify curse on him and put tongues, and then his cast is gonna be super slow, and you can kind of like you know shut him down all game, and you don't have to cast as much because your pets are doing the work for you, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty much for my talents. I'm gonna be making different type of guys. You guys can come to my stream and ask me questions. I don't mind. That way it's easier because I don't like this. This you know this videos take me a long time to explain every single talent. That's the thing. But this is like beta type of thing. But yeah, boys, thanks for watching. And if you guys have more questions, just let me know. Peace.